Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do. 2nd
and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber who runs like this early.
Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, 32 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Miller with first down and more. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready? Touchdown. I'm coming.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He's got a first down past the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 67 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yards.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bears 7. Justin Tucker to kick off the opener.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 75 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They go play action here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Trubisky will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down. This is Cohen.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson buying time to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D.
Now Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third and short.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw. Here it comes, here it comes. Echo, echo. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Too little, cut.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Free touchdown.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told them wrist. My bitch, she wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, 180! 42! I got you, pop.
The first down carry for Davis. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and he picked up a first down for him, too.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time. I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick me up. Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
18. 42 the most.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Trubisky now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Zadarius Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now Trubisky being chased out left. And Miller with it over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. From the 17, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And taken right on the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
7 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Trubisky will throw. Forced out to his left. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down, right?
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now it's Trubisky, and Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up, in good situation. It didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Dean Lowry, and that will force a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, here's a 1st down throw that's complete and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the forced fumble defensive. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here's Trubisky. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before, haven't we? And I'm sure we'll see it again in the future. Extreme confidence in his abilities. Extreme confidence in his teammates. Never thinks a game is out of reach. because his right arm can equalize anything a defense can put out there.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long.